Hurricane Beryl is an intense hurricane as it's moving into the Caribbean Sea. Actually made landfall Monday morning in Grenada. It's one of the smaller islands to the north of Grenada, technically a grenadine island here between St. Vincent and Grenada, as a powerful Category 4 hurricane. Those wind speeds 150 miles per hour, which is just 5 degrees off of being a Category 5 hurricane. So a dangerous situation for those folks there. The system is moving pretty quickly out to the west here, so that's some good news, and it's headed into the Caribbean Sea. But as it does, it is going to weaken a little bit as we head into the coming days. We're going to see this maintain that Category 4 strength all the way through the day, really on Monday, and then it starts to weaken a little bit. Still a major Category 3 hurricane on Tuesday before weakening as it approaches Jamaica. So if you've got travel plans in Jamaica, southern parts of the Dominican Republic between Tuesday and Thursday, definitely want to be paying attention to this one. Looks like it's going to pass just south of Jamaica as a Category 2 hurricane, then continue to weaken as it heads towards Central America, impacting places like Honduras, Belize, Guatemala, as well as the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, and that's going to happen Thursday into Friday, passing over into the Gulf of Mexico as we look into the day on Saturday. But here's what I want to emphasize. Beryl has been breaking records all over the place. It's the earliest formation of a Category 4 hurricane that we have on record. Not to mention, it's the strongest hurricane we've seen in the month of June. Yes, it's now July, but it formed into a hurricane rapid intensification in the last couple of days of the month of June. It's also the furthest east formation that we've seen through the month of June. Typically this time of year, we're still talking about homegrown storms closer to the coast of the United States, in the Gulf of Mexico, closer to Central America. So for this to be that far out into the Atlantic Ocean gives us that indication that these are very warm Atlantic waters that we're looking at here. The typical first hurricane of the season forms on average around August 11th, so we're running about 6 weeks ahead of schedule. This is important to note because it tells us just how warm and how good those conditions are out in the Atlantic Ocean for that potential for development. So that comes into play when we talk about those early season forecasts for this being potentially a record-breaking season here. We're looking at 23 named storms possible this season, well above that normal of 14. Of those, 11 expected to be hurricanes, 5 major hurricanes already. We've got 1 on the board there. We also had that remnants of Chris move through the across the coast of Mexico. That one is now down to just remnants as we head into Monday afternoon. But already as we head into the early part of July, we're 3 storms in. Alberto, tropical storm; Beryl, a Category 4 hurricane; and Chris, a tropical storm. We're of course continuing to keep you updated on everything going in the tropics with your First Alert Weather Team.